It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Baxter Regional Medical Center, providing big city healthcare with a hometown touch. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Monday, May 13th, 2019, and it's 7 a.m. And welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Bob Recktenwald and Scooter Callis.
Nice, cool, crisp morning again.
Ain't this nice, my
I love
goodness.
these mornings.
Wow, and the fog's already burning off a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It was foggy. It was foggy coming in.
Yeah, it was. Did you get a lot of fog, Bob?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you? Wow.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You're a man of few words this morning.
I was blinded by this ball of something in the east. I couldn't tell what the heck this was.
What is this phenomenon, you know? These water droplets falling from the sky. I mean, good lands.
I'm glad that's done, hopefully for a few days.
I hope
we
so.
need it, yeah.
What do you mean we need it?
We need the sunlight.
The sun, yeah.
To dry things out.
We were talking about the rain, and then you said we need it, and I'm
we
like,
need the sunlight. I mean, I'd walk out in the woods behind the house and come out just soaking wet.
You got to explain yourself, Dale.
I had custom pontoons made for my mowers, and
There you go.
There you go.
they're really good, except you can't control the front very well.
Did you get rained on at all Sunday?
Yes.
Thank you. Dale was like, it rained yesterday? I was like,
I
yeah,
worked
it
out in the
rained
garage.
yesterday.
I took my little dog to the dog park for about an hour and a half, and that was from 4 to 5:30. It was very pleasant.
It rained for a good 20 minutes at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Good, steady.
You're right.
must have had an ice
Right when I was outdoor grilling.
I was going to say, you're probably
Whataburgers.
outside.
Yeah. Hey, those make the best burgers.
Oh, they
though.
do,
You get a
don't
little
they?
bit of rain, and I just whipped out my old Weber. Man, you can't cook burgers like you are on that Weber's.
Charcoal or gas?
Charcoal. I don't deal with gas.
There you go. That's the way to do it. I bet they tasted good.
They were good.
Anyway, we want to thank Baxter Regional Medical Center for being our sponsor on Down on the Corner. Be sure to check out Urgent Care 24/7 from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Only $69 per visit. You can go to baxterregionalcare.com, and you can download the app and enroll. You can go to the App Store on Apple phones and Google Play on the others. Baxter Regional Medical Center, best care anywhere. I borrowed that line from MASH.
There you
But
go.
the innovation, the technology, and just the improvements I've seen over the last 45, 50 years been incredible. And so, Baxter Regional Medical Center, top notch. Is there about 17, 18 counties? Is that right?
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah.
They cover a large area.
Yep. Baxter Regional Medical Center, once again, Urgent Care 24/7. Also, for those experiencing problems with addictions, you have First Step Pain, Medication, Drug, and Alcohol Stabilization Service. You can call 870-508-7590, which is a part of the Baxter Regional Medical Center family. Best care anywhere, right here in the north part of the state, Baxter Regional Medical Center. Hey, and I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee. You're on Sprite, and you're on nothing. Brewed Awakening Coffee, 3 locations to serve you. We have Bomber Boulevard, Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, and of course 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. Mike and his staff do a great job with the best coffee in town. Stop by and check them out. They'll do just about anything you need, really. I mean, he's got a menu board that stands about 7 feet tall.
I'd imagine.
Cinnamon rolls, all kinds of things. I mean, it's just, can't beat it. Of course, Bomber Boulevard going to be winding down over the next 2 weeks. School, what last day of school is what, the 24th? 24th overall? Yeah. So, check them out. Bomber Boulevard, Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, and of course 62 East Plaza. The best coffee in town is Brewed Awakening. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Right?
There you go.
There you go. I have the adult dose here, so come on down.
Yeah, we don't want Bob giving us slogans, so we'll just go with that.
I'm telling you,
Mute
it's a
that
winner.
mic on that one.
It's a
It's a
winner.
winner, we just can't use it in public.
The FCC would love those penalties.
Nothing that bad about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brewed Awakening coffee. Be sure to check them out right here about them. And of course, where are we at? Roller Funeral Homes. They bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Seriously, it's whether it's a passing of a loved one after long illness or an emergency situation, whatever the need may be, Roller Funeral Home will step in and will handle every detail, so you don't have to worry. So be sure to check out Roller Funeral Homes. With all our respect, Right here in Mountain Home, Arkansas, talk to Bruce, Charlotte, or Chris, or Brad. They will tell you everything you need to know and help you in your time of need. Across the state of Arkansas, 29 Roller Funeral Homes to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father's graduation ceremonies take place at high schools and universities all across the country. My prayers for each graduate. First of all, for high school students, this time in their lives can be confusing. Some really don't know what to do now, while others have a plan in place. Lord, I pray you guide these young people to be successful, help them make wise decisions. And then for our college graduates, Lord, the job market is wide open. Once again, I pray that their decisions will prove to be successful. The future of our country will be in their hands in a few years. Perhaps we'll see new technologies and medical breakthroughs in the future. I just pray you bless our graduates this season, Lord. That's my prayer today. Amen. And the morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas.
And now, dun, dun, dun,
You've been working
the
on
weather.
That. Wow. Brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, for all your real estate needs. The Z-Team, 405-0793, retire to Arkansas.net. It's time to take a look at the White River.
Okay, outside to get the sun out.
Yeah,
it's kind of breaking through the clouds.
So
is it cloudy? Is it
7:06.
clear?
Will you hush so I can think out loud?
Is it cloudy or clear? It's simple. There's no math to it.
Cloudy.
How about you, Bob?
Cloudy.
Yay!
It's overly foggy.
My goodness.
It is foggy. You can't even see the river.
Wow. We'll check it here in a few minutes. I bet it starts burning off. My goodness, it's foggy in Cotter. Anyway, normally, as you all know, that we normally have.
I bet you if you took that camera and turned it 180 degrees, it'd be clear as could be. It's just the river.
It's the river.
That's the river. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Here's what we usually are looking at.
Yep.
And here's where it's at now.
Yep. Welcome to Arkansas in the spring. We got a little fog on the White River this morning. So if you're out traveling and coming in from Marion County into Baxter County across the White River, coming into Cotter, maybe on into Gassville, be a little careful. Turn the headlights on and drive safe. So anyway, the morning live shot brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, for all your real estate needs. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. They need some listings right now. 80,000, 150,000 listings, and 151 to $250,000 listings. Now's the time to get your house listed. Vacation time will be coming up, and visitors will be coming into the Twin Lakes area looking for a place to live. You need to downsize or relocate or whatever it may be, call the Z-Team. Bob and Linda can help you with those decisions and find just the right property. Need some land, whatever it may be, Missouri and Arkansas, call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793, retire to Arkansas.net. Right now we're at 48 degrees in Mountain Home, 45 at Flip and Harrison at 46, 45 at Yellville, 46 at Salem, 48 at Calico Rock, Mountain View at 45, around the region, St. Louis at 44, Poplar Bluff at 47, West Plains at 46, Branson at 46, and get a load of this, Watford City, North Dakota, 46.
I'll be darned.
There you go.
They're above freezing for once.
And within 2 degrees of us. On the national radar, there's not a lot going on. There's some in California, and then there's some up in Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, and some of that trails down as far as the Virginias, over into the New England area, New York, Pennsylvania, maybe Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut, getting a little bit of that later on, moving on up into the state of Maine. But overall, looks like
as the fog burns off, you can see the moisture going away.
Yeah. That may be what some of that is some of the fog there. We'll take a look at the state of Arkansas. We'll hit that Little Rock stop. You ready, Scooter?
I'm ready.
All right. Arkansas, highways are clear right now. 62, 412 east and west. Highway 65 north-south, Little Rock and Branson. Highways 67 and 167 from Little Rock, Batesville to Poplar Bluff. Looks like they're in good shape. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555 in Arkansas. Clear at this time. We do have some ground clutter picking up. They've got the antennas cranked up to pick up any type of light showers. If that could be the fog reflectivity too, because there's some fog warnings out throughout the region. Anyway, looks like it's going to be a nice, pretty day here. Let's take a look at state of Missouri. First, Interstate 70, Columbia into St. Louis, and then east of Vandalia, Effingham, Illinois, in good shape. East St. Louis, Illinois, I-64 east to Mount Vernon looks good. Interstate 55, Sykeston, Cape Girardeau into St. Louis, no problems there. And I-44, Lebanon, Raleigh to St. Louis. I-24 to I-57, no problems there. Check Southwest Missouri. I-44, Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield to Lebanon, I-44. Good day to travel. I need to go somewhere today. Kansas City, I-70 east to Columbia. Looks good there. Wow, my goodness. Wow. Just may have to go somewhere. And the forecast map, thank goodness there's no, well, we do have a little bit of, what would that be there? Flood warning in Kansas. Several counties there. We do have some fog over around the Memphis area, and then in northwest Missouri and southwest and south central Iowa. Overall, we're in pretty good shape. 7-day forecast, we'll take a look real quick. Sunny today, high of 69, low tonight of 50. Tuesday, mostly sunny, slight chance of thunder showers, high of 74, 20% chance of showers throughout the day and night. Excuse me. Then Wednesday, it continues with a 20% chance of thunder showers, high of 83. Wow. Low of 61 on Thursday, high of 84, mostly sunny. Friday, sunny, high of 85 degrees. And so the drought monitors we will show, but of course when you have flash flood watches and warnings and all type of stuff, there's no flood issues. And so it was updated last Thursday. The allergy index, what are you showing on yours? I'm showing today a 9.3 medium high with mulberry, oak, and walnut today. What are you showing? I'm showing
a high today and a high on trees and very high on grass.
Really?
But it should drop down a little bit Tuesday and Wednesday.
And I'm showing a 9.7 for tomorrow. And what are you showing?
Don't know what to tell you. I'm
just
all I know is it says it's going to drop down tomorrow.
Huh.
Of course, you're going to go up tomorrow. So
yeah, it's weird. One says one thing, one says sneezing, itchy eyes, probably. Anyway, mulberry, oak, and walnut is what I'm showing here. So I may have to find a different pollen count. Anyway, morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Let's take another look at the fog in Connor. Now you can look at the.
You're starting to see it.
You can see the river outline now. So
Yep.
it's amazing how fast that burns off. And by the end of the program at 8 o'clock, chances are they could be clear.
Yep.
Or a lot better than what it is now. Once again, the morning live shot brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora, they sponsor the weather each and every day. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. Community calendar brought to you by Old Time. Today is Chicken Fried Steak.
Chicken Fried Steak Day all day long. Got chicken fried steak, eggs, hash browns, biscuit, and gravy or toast for $6.88. Or for lunch, you got chicken fried steak with 2 sides, a roll or cornbread, also $6.88. Can't beat it. Go by and give Amanda a hard time. Try one of their homemade pies.
All right.
We've had I guess there's been a baseball tournaments going on, and we've picked up quite a few of those kids. We had a whole bus come in.
Is that the 2A?
The AA.
Double A, yeah.
We had a whole team come in, 24 kids at one shot. That was fun.
2A state tournament's been here for last week.
Yep. Good to have them.
So if you go see Amanda at Old Time Restaurant on the Square, bring her a box of Kleenex for Friday night.
She's gonna need it.
See how many folks will bring her a box of Kleenex. Doesn't have to be real big. Could be one of those small packages.
I'll do that.
Guys, that would be funny.
Leave it on the front counter. If you don't see her there, to give it to her personally, but let her know that her tears will be dried.
That is funny. That is a good idea.
There you go.
We encourage everybody to bring Amanda a box of Kleenex.
Because Scooter's going to need them just as bad, I can promise you.
No.
Oh, the AARP Driver Safety Course for 2019 continues May 18th from 9 a.m. to 1 at Good Samaritan Society, Highway 5 South. Call 425-2929. And then we have a series of meetings from the Arkansas Department of Transportation. This is to discuss the Highway 412 corridor from the Oklahoma line to the Missouri state line, which will be tomorrow. First meeting tomorrow, May 14th from 4 to 7 at First Baptist Church's Sanctuary in Yellville at 104 West 3rd Street. Then Wednesday, May 15th from 4 to 7 at the Carroll Electric Building in Huntsville, 5056 Highway 412B. Thursday's meeting is in Ash Flat at the Community Meeting Room at the Ash Flat Community Center from 4 to 7 at 20 Arnhart Street in Ash Flat, Arkansas. And then the American Legion Post 23, they were here last week talking about an event, and they postponed the May 11th Junk in the Trunk. This is where you go down, you pay like $20, $25 for a spot, and you got stuff you want to get rid of, like a garage sale from the trunk of the car or the back hatch of the vehicle. They've moved it to June 8th. It's going to be at Big Spring Park down at Cotter, the one we're just showing on the live shot from the Z team here. So they've moved it to June 8th. Hopefully it won't be raining that day, and so they'll be able to get that done. And I've got two more I need to track down on email. The first one is the Salvation Army's Shoes, Socks, and Skivvies 5K Fun Run is scheduled for June 1st at 9 a.m. at Cooper Park. 8 a.m. registration. The race starts at 9. This is at 1101 Spring Street in Mountain Home. Early bird registration by May 15th, which is this coming Wednesday. You've got today and tomorrow to get that done. 12 and under, $10. 13 and over, $20. Registration after May 15th increases by $5. You can call 424-5708 for more information there. And I need to go down here to this letter right here. Early enrollment for fall 2019 at the Mountain Christian Academy. They have early enrollment up through Wednesday. After May 15th, early enrollment will be over. So Mountain Christian Academy's early enrollment today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. So if you're planning on sending your child to Mountain Christian Academy, do the early enrollment muy pronto. Scooter, Bob, got any community calendar events?
Graduation this week is
Friday
on the
night.
17th. They've got stuff going on all week.
Oh, yeah. I think ASU's tonight, isn't it?
Baccalaureate's tonight.
Yeah.
Then they got the scholarship presentation award thing on Tuesday. And then something else going on Thursday. I don't know what. But
Something going on Thursday morning.
yeah.
Thursday morning.
I don't remember what it is.
Hang on, let me pull up that calendar.
But all week is going to be a busy week this week.
You know, the Mountain Home FFA had their plant sale, and it was a real success. And,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
well, the Yellville Summit Panthers FFA group had their plant sale a little bit later than Mountain Home, and they do have some plants left, a bunch of tomato plants, some house plants, some vines, and some
How do we
whatever.
contact? Who we go to?
Call the central office over at Yellville. I don't know the number by chance, but I'm going to try to swing over today at lunch. I can let y'all know tomorrow what they've got left and
Awesome.
see. But, you know, they're they're looking for some support, and they could use it. And,
Okay.
That's a good thing for them.
you know, those plant sales it's a good thing for the school groups themselves.
Well, it
and,
is.
you know, it's a good fundraiser because it's, you know, you plant a seed and here's a plant and now you made some money. So there you go.
We were talking about this Thursday, the 16th. Graduation practice, volleyball parent meeting, senior memory walk, Mountain High School AP World History test.
That must be what it is, the
Yeah.
memory walk.
Could be. Yep. All right, let's take another look at the White River, brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and
hadn't
Linda
changed
Zadora.
any.
Huh?
It
Hasn't
hadn't changed any.
Oh, come on. Oh, it's got
Yeah,
worse.
it has got worse.
It got worse.
There you go. It's going backwards.
Time to take a break. It's 7:18, and it looks like Bob's guest just pulled in the driveway. So we'll be right back. Bob Recktenwald Sports coming up.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either a terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
We're back live this morning with the man, the myth, the legend, American Legion baseball coach Lester White.
Yeah.
And the crowd goes wild.
And the crowd goes crazy. How's Lester today?
Good. Very good.
Have you had a good winter?
Huh?
Have you had a good winter?
Yes. Well, it's just been muddy all winter.
I'm telling
since
you.
About November. Yeah, up at the farm. It's just have to struggle through it.
It's been pretty dang wet, hasn't it?
Very wet.
So, Lester, it's American Legion baseball time again. Let me ask you a few questions.
Okay.
How many teams will the Legion field this year?
How many teams? We'll have 2 teams.
Still going to have the...
Yeah, they'll have the senior locker room and Rod McLeod bunch. Yeah, the younger boys.
Okay. What is the McLeod bunch? What qualifies those boys for that?
14 up to 17.
14 to 17?
Yeah, that's the rules that they had some years ago that tried to play them a lot younger, and so they set that, and then it'll be and then the older group. If you're born in 2000, 2001, you have to try out for the locker room because that constitutes you being a 19-year-old and 18-year-old.
Okay.
And then after that, then the if you're good enough and you're young enough, why you can also make the locker room team, the AAA.
So what is the lower age limit for?
So I'd be like 2002, 3, and 4.
Okay.
5, yeah.
So they developed this other group to accommodate the younger
Yeah,
players, or?
Well, we had so many to come out back in the 80s when I started. Then I started the younger team, the 87s, for the younger boys that couldn't make the older team that needed a place to play. And it's just kind of a feeder group for us.
For the older bunch.
Yeah.
How many players will be on each team?
Well, it's Indianapolis, the American Legion. For our insurance, 18 players per team is all you can have.
That's the max.
That covers the insurance and the liability. And then if you got somebody out there on the roster and they get hurt, and somebody's in trouble. So that we just, although you may have more boys to come out than that, but to be protective of the organization and yourself and the Legion board, it has to be that.
18 players or less.
Yeah.
So do you have, with the two teams in Mountain Home, and I know you generally work with the locker room, but do you still have some input on what goes on with the younger bunch?
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How many, do you have a hard time fielding those 36 players there?
Well, we never have. But,
never have.
You know, there's always that first time, I guess. Yeah.
And who coaches that younger bunch?
It'll be Brody Ninemar and John Martin will coach the younger boys, and then Marty Ninemar and I will coach the locker room.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we help them, you know, as much as we can. Yeah.
Okay. And when will your tryouts be?
They'll be this Saturday, May 18th, 19th. Saturday, 12 o'clock at Lester Whitefield, Cooper Park, and then Sunday, we give them a little bit extra time. We start at 2. Yeah.
And that's for both the Legion and the McLeod?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's where our schedule starts off, and then
we'll go over the schedule here in a little bit. What kind of training do these? I know you kind of wrote the rule book on what happens with the American Legion around here, but what kind of training do these coaches that help you, do they go through? Any?
Well, we just try the coming out of high school, and then they'll be we do just the fundamentals, you know, of trying to get them to hit, field, run, and throw, and most of them, the older boys, are really pretty good. We put our system in of our cutoffs and relays and our bunt coverages and et cetera, and we do that with the younger bunch too. If they come up at the end, while they know what we got, what we're doing.
Do the folks in Indianapolis that you talked about that kind of control the insurance and such, do they have much input on the local level?
They just got a bunch of rules and a whole rule book of rules and regulations that you have to go by, you know, as far as recruiting and for as the age limits, and you know, used to be August 1st used to be year for years. It was cut off. So, but now they give you that extra time. It was a year you were born. If you're born January 1st of 2000, you're a 19-year-old. If you're born December 31st of 2000, you're still a 19-year-old.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
with the two different teams in Mountain Home, do both of y'all practice the same place?
Same
just
place,
different times.
Different times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mostly till school gets out, everybody's school gets out, and then we'll do a little bit later for hour and a half or 2 hours, and then they do. We try to let the younger boys do as much early as they can, because most of the older boys are out of school or not too far from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Will the younger team have as much travel as the older team does?
No.
So it's more of a closer network to deal with.
Right.
Okay. Scooter, take us to our 7:30 break. We'll come back with Lester White. We'll talk schedules and season beginnings and the fundraiser that they do every year.
Be right back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrub stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Gray's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
At Connor.
Guest this morning is Lester White from the American Legion baseball system, and we're talking about the upcoming season. And Lester, you've got a fundraiser coming up Saturday the 25th at Lester White Field in Cooper Park. Tell me what's happening there.
Well, we just we take orders from our people and parents and everyone that wants ribs, and then we start about daylight of cooking them. And last year we done about 250 rack of ribs, so, and we're up over 100 right now.
Is that right?
Yeah. So, and then we'll get a bunch more this weekend, and then we'll know where we're at.
So what you're selling is some pork ribs and
they're baby back ribs.
Baby back ribs.
Yeah.
A rack of ribs is $25, 5 for 100.
Yeah.
And or you can have a dinner that you can eat right there at the place, or take the dinner with you. The dinner's $15. It'd be beans, potato salad, drink, and some ribs. And what else is going on that day?
Well, at about 4 o'clock. The younger boys, the Rod McLeod boys, they'll divide up into 2 teams and have an inter-squad game. And then for about an hour and 45 minutes or so, they'll play. And then at 6 o'clock, we have our world-famous cake and pie auction that we've had for this will be probably about our 40th year that we've done that I've been involved in it.
Cake and pie auction.
Yes.
Who makes the cakes and pies?
The mothers, the grandmothers, and
anybody else that wants.
Anybody else that wants to bring one, but we and we have an auctioneer, and but that starts right at 6 o'clock. Quick as we get done with that, then the locker room will play our former players, alumni. Always good to see some of our players come back from school and from college, and others that want to come out and play. Some of them's getting too old, so they don't want to.
I'm going to venture to say, Scooter, that you're not going to show up at this cake and pie auction and get a $2 pie.
I got a feeling you're not.
Maybe a 20. Chances are more like 100.
Yeah, we'll I think there'll be some $20 pies. There also might be some couple $100 ones too.
We did a cake auction one time for the youth group at Eastside, and my wife and I decided that we'd make a cake for it, and donate it. So I decided I was going to make a sponge cake. So I took 2 big old car wash sponges, covered them up with chocolate frosting. It sold for $85, and the guy that bought it cut into it or tried to. Yeah,
how'd that go over?
It was a pretty good hoot. He didn't ask for a refund. That was a good thing because I wasn't going to give it to him anyway. But yeah, sponge cake. It was dandy.
Sponge cake.
Lester, who's the what player, or who is the player that has gone the furthest after being in your American Legion baseball program?
Probably it'd be Darren McMains.
Darren McMains.
Mm-hmm. He's with
and he's still involved in a baseball program somewhere, isn't he?
San Francisco Giants. Mm-hmm. And when the Giants is on TV and whatever, once in a while you can see him in the dugout. Yeah.
But is he a manager, a coach?
No, he does their I forget, I couldn't tell you exactly what the name that they call it, but he does the one that's having trouble mentally or whatever in the aspects of the game, and then he talks to them and some criteria that such. Yeah.
Have you got anybody else that has been to the pro level that you can think of?
Well, we've had some boys that's got drafted, Tom Jaskowski was with Houston, Brandon Love with Cincinnati. Let's see. I guess that's it right off the cap. There's probably some that I'm forgetting, but yeah, we've had some really good players. Some that I thought already got a shot that didn't, but that was just my feeling. There's a lot of players that went up in front of them that they were just as good or better.
When they talk about in baseball, I don't know a lot about baseball, but when they talk in baseball about getting drafted out of high school, but then they still go on and play college, how does that work?
Okay, if you sign a junior college to go play, then you play 1 year and you can get drafted. But if you sign a D1, you have to play 3 years, just like Casey Martin and them at Arkansas right now. Probably this year they'd be at top draft picks, but they got another year. So after your 3rd year, you can be drafted. And then it gets in that draft room with these cross-checkers and all these people. Sometimes it's one that hollers the loudest, that gets
the
drafted.
attention.
So,
but if they get drafted, does that mean they're going to make the money? They're headed that way.
Well,
sometimes
it depends on their signing bonus and stuff like that, and they'll sign them as quick as they can and get them gone to Florida or wherever. Yeah.
And when they talk about AA, AAA, whatever these farm leagues, where do you start?
You'll start at a low class A ball, rookie ball in Florida, and then you'll just advance up to A ball. Then they got like probably 2 classifications, some teams 3 of A ball, and then AA, and Springfield is AA, Memphis is AAA. Yeah. And
they have those just as feeders to their main team?
Yeah, they call them back and forth like the AAA or Springfield, if they just like before last Cubs and Milwaukee, they had 15 or 16 innings, and they are short of pitching, so somebody that can then they'll call somebody up, send somebody down.
So as the coach of a local American Legion team, when you've got a player that's going on like Darren has and Brendan Love and those guys that have gone on to play pro. It makes you feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, it's see them get a chance to play and do something that they like to do. And the best thing about it, I think it is if they go into school and get their education and then something happened to them, they could always fall back on it. Of course, Darren, he's got his degree from UALR, so that's where he finished up.
Right.
So
the schedule for 2019, when will that start for locker room?
We have our alumni game the 25th, and then Monday the 27th we go to Searcy and we start.
That's the beginning of it all. Huh?
So, and then it just goes downhill, and then we got Harrison that week, and then we go to Russellville to Arkansas Tech to a tournament, and so it was just a lot of games. I hope I got enough pitching for it.
Now, we talked last year about a district or a region that you guys play in.
Mm-hmm.
Your recruiting area is one thing, and then your playing area.
Right.
Where is the next closest Legion team to Mountain Home?
Salem will have a team, a double A team, because Salem will have a double A team, and then Harrison, they have a double A team, and then Paragould, they're triple A.
So a lot of these boys that just finished up their high school season, they'll be trying out for the Legion team.
Yeah.
Is there a admission charge to come watch these boys play at Lester White?
Yeah, $5 for adults and $3 for the students.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have all between now and the 25th. You'll have all of your team selection, player selection will be done. Practice will be finished, and you'll be ready to start playing between.
That's what we don't have that much time to do it, but it'll just have to be done. And originally, you'd like at least a couple of 3 weeks to go, but we only have a week, so we'll do the best we can do and go.
How restrictive are they on the recruiting portion of it?
They have what they call a Form 76 that, like the boys from, say, Cave City and Melbourne, that's in Batesville's recruiting area. Then they get released from that coach, and then it goes right into their packet, the form. So that's the way that happens there.
So when will you actually start looking at so much like a resume or these other players? When does that start?
I got several, that are eligible to come back from last year. That'll be the older players, and then we'll see how all the younger players is. And the main thing is for us will be this year will be how much pitching we got, because this is an extra heavy schedule this year. But I got 6 tournaments right off the bat before we even go to the state tournament.
Goodness.
Yeah. I got Russellville, we go to Arkansas Tech, their tournament. We go to Branson. They got 4 fields over there, that Forsyth, Colorado, Ozark, Hollister, and Branson. And then we got our the Mickey Husky Twin Lake Classic, Locker Room Classic. We'll have it the following week. And then we go to the Paragould tournament. Then we go over in the Boot Hill at Charleston, Missouri, and for a tournament there. And then we go to Bartlesville, Oklahoma, which is a big tournament, 4th of July.
Scooter, take us to a break. We'll come back, wrap things up with Coach Lester White, American Legion Baseball.
Be right back.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Sure, all mowers cut grass, but only a Ferris mower with suspension technology can provide you with increased productivity, quality of cut, durability, and comfort. The caster wheels and cutting deck are connected to the frame beneath the suspension. This lets the deck follow the wheels as they move up and down in relation to the ground contours. Maintaining the distance between the deck and the ground results in a beautiful, consistent cut. Visit your local Ferris dealer to experience the difference suspension makes.
Hi, it's Bob and Linda Zadora. We're the Z team at Century 21 Lemac Realty. We'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. There she is. Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox, safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. Four-wheel suspension, handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Forgot to leave it in the van.
We're back with the man, the myth, the legend, Lester White, locker room baseball. Lester, when you started all this, when you and Noah were talking about baseball back before the Great Flood,
yeah,
did you ever think it'd last this long?
Not really. No way. You know, and I started coaching Babe Ruth, I think, in 81 or 82, and then I went to Legion in 84, and I've been there ever since. So, and I think I got 979 wins, and I'd surely like to get 1,000 this year.
Let's see. Looks like you got plenty of games to try to get that done.
Yeah, and but I think that being alone, this will be, I think, 35 years, and but so far, of course, it could happen any time. It all depends on the guy's health, but so far, I've never missed a game.
Never missed a game.
And I can call a number of 3 or 4 practices is all I've ever missed. And it's kind of because of board meetings and et cetera.
Right.
Yeah. So I think at Omaha they said I was a Cal Ripken of American Legion coaches. But anyway, it just a good run, and of course someday it'll have to come to an end, you know. But I really like to take the boys places and showcase them and try to help them and get them a place to play if they want to do, and then give them a chance to go on to school.
What does it cost a player to play?
$350.
$350.
Mm-hmm. Then our Legion Association, we take care of the rest of it. All they'll need to do is whatever they want to spend on their spending money. But we take them and
That covers all their transportation, their meals, their hotel, their everything. But like you say, spending money.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's and this is one of the fundraisers. You know, we started back last fall. You know, we do our Christmas tree sales, and then we do our Texas Hold'em tournament, and then we do our cake and pie auction and our rib sales, and so far it's. But each year it costs more. You know, like since I first started, it's probably to take them to eat somewhere, not saying a real expensive place, but it's just about doubled.
Right. Right.
So, yeah.
The do you still have the big bus that you travel in?
We have a 15-passenger van and a Suburban.
Okay, so they split them up a little bit.
And well, we just got Snowflake. We got trouble it breaking down on us.
Snowflake, was that the big bus?
Yeah.
The rear pusher?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember for years you would see that big old bus, and there it be.
Yeah.
It's time for a Legion baseball game because there comes a bus. It's a smoking down the road.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Mickey Husky Locker Room Twin Lakes Classic that's going to be played on the 13th through the 16th of June. How many teams do you expect for that? Have you got that set pretty good?
I got 9 in it right now. So anyway, I got Independence, Missouri, Post 21 out of Kansas City, Manchester, Missouri out of St. Louis, Pontotoc, Mississippi, Charleston, Missouri, Paragould, Harrison, Salem. That 9?
I believe.
Am I leaving somebody out? I think that's 9.
Will all those games be played there at Cooper Park?
All games be. We'll start about 11 o'clock in the morning, and the last game will start about 7:30.
Now, will they sell a day pass for that?
Yes.
So somebody can just buy one?
No, they'll sell you a tournament pass.
Tournament pass?
Yep.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
And there'll be full concessions and
full concessions.
So just come plan a day, and you don't have to leave for nothing.
Right. Yeah. Just stay right there. But yeah, they will be coming in here. Some of the teams might come in early if they play early. I try to figure it to where that they don't have to come in early. That like Pontotoc and Charleston and those teams will try to set them up before they can have one of the next last games or the last game. The locker room always plays the last game.
Because they're home.
Well, because they're home, and it's harder to draw a big crowd at noon than it would be at 7:30.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
The
and the locker room, they give out a bunch of awards for this thing for the boys. You know, last year Jason came up with the deal of giving the individual car bats for the MVP, the leading hitter, most home runs, base thief. There's like 8 or 9 of them, the coach of the tournament, and then, of course, the big trophies for first place, second place, and then the 2 runner-ups.
And they'll do all the trophy presentation and award ceremony at the end of the tournament.
At the end of it, yes.
You know, when you bring 9 teams from out of town to a town like Mountain Home, that has a huge tax impact.
Yeah, I know what Manchester and Independence and Charleston and Pontotoc and Salem and they'll bring a lot of folks in town.
You know, if they come in on a Wednesday night and stay Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, go home on Sunday, the restaurant should be full. The hotel should be full. The lake will probably be a little busy.
Yeah.
If it'll go back down to somewhat normal.
And if they such like Pontotoc, one day they want to play early because they want to go to the spring in the river down at Cotter.
There you go.
Every year, yeah. It's one of their big deals.
You know, so it's good for the players and the parents, but it's good for our community to have these things go on. Will the McLeod team have tournaments that they'll play in?
We don't have a team tournament for them here, but they go to Paragould to a tournament. Their age group, yeah.
Is that something that might happen in the future? Or do you think it would take away from the Mickey Husky?
No, no, it wouldn't do that because it's totally two different, teams. The younger boys, if you could get them, and the older ones.
Right.
But they're getting to be more the younger teams, so that could be a feasibility of scheduling them a tournament the week before or the week after. But thing of it is, if you have two of them in a row and you're working the same people,
right, it makes it a little bit tough.
It makes it tough, right. Yeah.
But if you had one toward the end of the season and one in the middle, like you have yours, it might work out.
And another thing, I think some of our business people and et cetera understand that this is a one way for them supporting us that we have to pay them back. Is by bringing these teams in here and letting them spend the money.
You bet.
So, they say, well, I'm going to get out of it. Well, I don't know. They say that the money turns over 6 or 7 times or whatever. So if we can get the people in here, then they're going to spend the money at shopping and the gas stations and motels and the restaurants and et cetera.
Mm-hmm. Yep. How many total games will you play in a season?
It'll be around 50 this year.
Is that normal?
Yeah, it used to be more, but it's kind of cut down a little bit on account of we used to have a longer season than we do now.
What's changed? See,
like our state tournament will start July the 16th or 18th, I think it is, July 18th, and it'll be at Conway at UCA Field the first week, and then the winners, kind of double elimination. The winners then will come back the following week again. Yeah.
So and that's why it's got the 19th to the 22nd, and then the 25th through the 30th.
Right. And then they changed we used to go to the south. It has been at times at Conway, at Hendricks, and then at New Orleans and Biloxi, Mississippi, and wherever. But now they moved us in a different region, so the regional tournament this year is in Omaha.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Will you ever host a state or a regional, or have you?
State? Yeah. Oh yeah, we've had like 3 state tournaments here. Yeah.
What's it take to host a regional?
Host a regional? Oh, those are large criteria of so many. The seating, the lights is the big key things that they come in and check. Mm-hmm. If you have enough seating for, the people, and which we don't, and our lights are not. I don't think our lighting is bright enough for a regional.
No.
Yeah.
Pretty picky.
Oh yeah, very. And they send people in from Indianapolis, check all that before if you did bid on it, then they go back and.
Got about a minute left. Anything else that you want to throw out to make sure folks hear?
We just want everybody to come out and watch the boys play, and I think you'll really like the way they play, and come to our rib dinner, and then you might want to buy a dessert, which would be a cake or a pie, fried pies or whatever it might be, and then watch some of our former alumni players play and against the locker room, and then a great day of baseball. Hope we have excellent weather.
To pre-order some ribs, call Lester White 421-2006, Bobby McCormick 405-1477, or Frank K at 404-5462. Ribs need to be ordered by Wednesday, May 22nd. Scooter, how much time you got?
I got a few seconds.
Few seconds.
Yeah.
All right. So the cake and pie auction and the alumni game is Saturday the 25th at Lester White Field at Cooper Park. 4 o'clock is the inter-squad game with McLeod. The 6 o'clock is the cake and pie auction. 7 o'clock will be the locker room alumni game. And with that, we'll wrap her up and call her good. See you next week.